Alright, I'm going to show you how to make edits to an IFC model after you've imported it. So after import, the OBJ model, or rather the IFC model, is all one entity. And before you can make edits to it, you need to explode it using the explode command. And when you do that, this tool will now, or this object will now be separated into individual pieces. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create a layer for the floor because I want to put the floor on its own layer, just to show you how you would do that. So I'm creating a layer called floor, and save and exit, and then I'm just going to select the floor. I'm going to change it to, or change the color to a darker gray, just so it stands out against the wall, and then the layer, I'm going to change that to floor, and now you can see the floor is a darker gray, and then if I needed to turn the floor off, I can do that because I've got a layer created, so I can turn that on and off. Next thing I'm going to show you is how to change the transparency on an object. In this case, let's say this wall here on the front of this building. When you go to select an object from a side view like this, it'll often select the object behind, and a way around that is rotate your object so that there's nothing in behind where you're picking on it. So now I can select that wall, or an advanced thing you can do is set the selection cycling to 3. And what that does, if I rotate back around here, is the program will display a message asking you which entity you want to select. So here I want to select the front wall. Here I want to select the front wall. Okay, so you can turn on the selection cycling, and that's often easier to do when you're working, easier to use when you're trying to select entities like this. So now that that wall is selected, I'm going to change color to magenta, and then I'm going to change the transparency to 90. And the reason for that is just to show you, I can now see through that wall. So if there was something you were trying to show in behind here, you can do that now just by turning on that transparency in the wall. And the last thing I'm going to do is on the floor, I'm going to put a material on it. So if you go into materials, and I'm going to import a material here. Now for flooring, we just have 2 materials you can choose from. I'm going to select this wood floor. And what I can do now that that material is imported is click on the floor, go to the material section, and choose the material. Now you can see we've got the material applied to the floor. And that's how you can do some simple edits of an IFC model.